The Vienna State Opera House is a 1,700-seat Renaissance revival venue and was the first major building on what is now known as the Vienna Ring Road. It was built from 1861 to 1869. The Opera House was inaugurated as the Vienna Court Opera in the presence of Emperor Franz Joseph I and Empress Elizabeth of Austria. It became known by its current name after the establishment of the First Austrian Republic in 1921. The Vienna State Opera is the successor of the old Vienna Court Opera, which was built in 1636 inside the Hofburg. The new site was chosen and the construction paid for by Emperor Franz Joseph's personal checkbook. Even before it was completed, the new opera house was the object of a lot of criticism. The filling in of the fosse around the old city walls had resulted in the ring being 1 meter higher than expected. So that made the opera house seem to sit too low in the ground. The imaginative descriptions of the opera house ranged from the sunken chest to an elephant laying down to digest its food. The comments eventually reached the ears of the emperor, who on seeing the building himself is said to have remarked, "The people are right. The building does lie too low in the ground." Words of the emperor's disapproval spread, and when it got back to the architects, it may have led to one of them committing suicide, although it was also known that he was seriously ill. However, when the second architect died only 2 months later after a serious operation, he was said to have been heartbroken at his friend's death. Neither lived to see the day the court opera opened with Mozart's Dawn. It is a little weird, though. Towards the end of World War II, on March 12, 1945, the opera was set on fire by an American bombardment. The auditorium and stage were destroyed by flames, as well as almost the entire decor and props for more than 120 operas, with around 150,000 costumes. The front section, which had been walled off as a precaution, remained intact, including the foyer and the frescoes. The main stairways, the vestibule, and the tea room were also spared. Lengthy discussions took place about whether the opera house should be restored to its original state on its original site, or whether it should be completely demolished and rebuilt, either on the same location or a different site. Eventually, the decision was made to rebuild the opera house as it had been. I think they made the right decision. Its reconstruction, completed in 1955, was financed by taxes, private contributions, and a chunk by the U.S. Marshall Plan aid.